Everything here wants to kill you though. I'll have to watch for snakes. There's a cactus with some nasty spikes on it. Well, hello guys, and welcome to the channel. Now, today's nearly half over to be honest, but we had JD finish up on the weed it at the development block. So actually, before I get in trouble again in the comments, it's the 4th of March today. I think I'm slowly catching up on the videos. We just had a whole heap of videos and I didn't have a whole heap of time, so there was a bit of a backlog, but we're getting there. So yes, it's the 4th of March. JD's finished up on the weed at the development block. We've just escorted him over to the flat block, so that's the new block we're share farming. And yeah, we just got him going there now. So we've filled up, checked it over, greased it, done all that stuff, got him going, got the chemical down there. There's a whole lot of organising that's got to happen, but we've done that. So I'm here with at the silo complex. Now this is where we've got the base station for the GPS. Now for those following along, we did have some issues with the GPS system, particularly the base station here at the flat block, and it was dropping out when we were trying to gas and do all that. So it's been painful, but we've since found out the problem. We tried to save money and went with a cheaper base, but turns out that wasn't the best idea. There was just some incompatibility issues, even though it should have been working fine and all that. So we've actually just gone and put a actual TopCon base in here, and it is working wonderful. So hopefully that continues. But I'm going to put a fan in here just to help get airflow in there so it doesn't get too warm. So I'm going to put a little vent on here with a fan, and I'll probably drill a hole in the bottom and put a vent in that. So that's what I'm going to do. I've actually just, we've got Uncle Ian. He's come over from the coast to just help out while Dad's away. We've really helpful to have someone that can just be a bit of a runabout and help. Like today we had to get JD's ute down to here and escort him, so we needed an extra person. So yeah, it's been very helpful. So he'll be here for a few days. I've just currently sent him into the Roadhouse to get us some food and some iced coffees, so making the most of the extra help. But I have been busy with the 3D printer, surprise surprise, and there's probably some developments happening in that world soon that you guys might appear on the channel. So just hold in if you're keen to see some 3D printing content. I won't bombard the channel with it because I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but it is still interesting nonetheless. So what I've got is I've ordered some really good quality computer fans, ones that are rated to go for 150,000 hours. So that's about 15 years of continuous use. So I'll put them in here. We're just going to leave them running non-stop. I 3D printed up these little vent, and so I found the templates online for some of these, but then I combined it with other. I just did a heap of modifying to get what I wanted. So I've made a little 3D print a little fly screen type mesh there, so bugs can't get in there. And basically that's going to sit there after I drill a hole, and the fan will go on the inside, and there'll be a vent. Where are we? I'll just whack that, screw that underneath there after I drill a hole under there, so it can suck up the air in and out, keep the box nice and cool, because everything electronic works much better when it's cool. Right, I think I got all my words out, so I might stick you guys on a time lapse somewhere, and I'll get into it. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the view of the back of my head, but got it done. So got the vent up in there, got the fan, it's working well. I just left that there so when this board comes off they can just unplug that when they need access behind. Wired it in there through that fuse, so it'll just be constant battery power. And yeah, this charger here will be keeping the battery topped up obviously. So there's the vent, the little vent grill thing there. So yeah, once we close this up, it'll be sucking air through. And yeah, just keeping it nice and fresh in there hopefully. So now look at my mess. So the other thing, maybe some people who follow along on Facebook and Instagram will have seen a picture a little while ago of me sorting out a whole heap of nuts and bolts. So what I did is, we've just always got bits and pieces of nuts and bolts. So I actually went and bought a big kit online of stainless nuts and bolts of different lengths, sort of from M3 to M8 I think it is. Because yeah, you always just want those nuts and bolts, particularly for this sort of thing, your mountain fans, mountain brackets, all of that. And yeah, we just always struggled to have the right thing. So I did that, and I actually, out of that kit, I made up a little kit for my ute, which has proved to be very helpful. So yeah, that's what I've used here. And yeah, comes up really nicely. So yeah, that's good. Now, I'm a bit hungry. I think Uncle Ian's just dropping off JD his burger. Then he'll come back. We might have a burger ourselves. Then we've got to go pick up the grader. It's been on a job. We've just hired someone to drive it for this job. That job's finished. So we're going to take that back to the development block. Then I've got one of these at the development block to do as well. Put a fan in it. The base box there. Then yeah, I don't know what else I'm doing. Well guys, we've had our burger, very, very nice, and Uncle Ian's ready to drop JD's ute back to where we came from. So what do you reckon of the burger?
Oh,
it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, very good, very good burger. Yeah, I don't know what they call it, burger with the lots or something.
Yeah, Works burger or
Shirley burger.
Yeah, yeah. There was a little cafe thingy in Moree years and years ago called Shirley's. I think it was just called Shirley's. Anyway, they used to do a massive. Do you remember it? There was a massive burger. It was a big square thing, like the size of a dinner plate, and it'd have like, I don't know how many patties and like, yeah, huge. Anyway, so that's long gone now, but yeah, the memories are still there. But anyway, Balladder Roadhouse does a good job of the burgers and the iced coffee. I'll see you in a bit. Well guys, currently just bush bashing my way up to the antenna, or the radio, or what do you call it, the GPS box. Let's hope I can get where I need to go without getting caught on one of those big rocks. One of them onto the sump would be game over, I think. Righto, we'll have a quick look and then I'll get into it. Everything here wants to kill you though. I'll have to watch for snakes. There's a cactus with some nasty spikes on it. So, yes, how's our bird? Our bird, what do you call it? Stop the birds sitting there and pooping all over the solar panels. But yeah, here's the box. It's got vents in it already, so maybe I may not need to do too much to here. I'll just have a bit of a look, have a suss out. I've got a bit of a plan. I'm not exactly happy with my plan because I haven't been up here since this was all installed, which it's a good job up here. This is the unit. Got a lithium battery here and the solar charger, and then we've got different that's a Topcon GPS system, and then the old Outback system one there. But it's got really big vents already in here, and if I just mount out my little fan to that, it's just going to suck air in it's not going to do a whole lot. Now the main unit we want to cool down is this one here. This one gets quite hot, and there's fins. I don't know if you can, probably can't see, but there's fins down the back. So I'm actually wondering whether because it doesn't move, it's going to be slightly dodgy, but if I just rest the fan up on top of here, and then that way it's just going to get some airflow. Because if there's no wind in here, the way the vents are, because hot air rises, it'll come up here and the hot air will go out there, and it'll naturally want to just suck a little bit here, and there'll always be a little bit of a cross breeze to keep this as close to ambient as possible, hopefully. And yeah, but just keeping that fan going on that unit will make sure that can stay as cool as possible. So I think that's what we'll do. And then what I might actually do too, now that I've been up here and seen, I might 3D print a fly screen that fits on there, and we can either just silicone it on there or do something there, just to stop bugs and bits and pieces. We've got a gecko in here at the minute, so he can go on the ground. Yeah, so that's where we're at there. Well, that's definitely not the most dodgy thing I've done, but I'd be up there, I reckon. Just wedge that in there. It's nice airflow. I didn't actually want to put it on top and suck air through, because it wouldn't really get enough airflow over the fins. But I didn't want to blow the air down, because the idea is trying to keep the hot air up high so it can vent out the side here. So, yeah, that's the theory. But the other thing is, I don't have a fuse small enough for that fan. But I figure the wiring's pretty thin, so it should just melt and deteriorate if there is an issue. So again, very dodgy. But hey, who's going to notice? I just told everyone on YouTube. But anyway, guys, after this, I'll just do that. Then I'll grab Uncle Ian again, and we will go to where the old 555 Versatile is. Pick that up, bring it back to the shed. I think apparently, with the cultivating that it was doing with all the rocks there, yeah, there was a heap of ironweed or something, and its chocker's full, so the cultivator's jam-packed full. Well, we're here with the 555, and this abomination, I'm kind of hoping it's dry enough that I might lift it up, reverse, go forward, and a good chunk of it might come out, and then in a yeah, when the weather cools down a bit, we can light it up. But yeah, that's got all sorts of untidiness written all over that. Not exciting. Anyway, let's check some vital fluids. There's no... Oh, I just saw a wasp fly out of somewhere, so I think I might be a little careful. This is paper wasp season, and those suckers hurt bad. So check up in the wheels, because it's been sitting out here. If they do have a nest up there, they're going to be somewhat dizzy by the time I take off. No, must be up. If I can get up in the cab without disturbing a nest, that'll be it. Nothing up there. Yeah, let's hope the dear old darling starts. Old Faithful, hey? Well, we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll all rattle off. Well, I don't think we came through this way with it, but I'm trying to take a shortcut, so maybe some of these little sapling or bit of regrowth here might pull some of the trash off for me. Just don't want to knock out the fence. So I'll check, make sure there's no big trees in there. Oh, that's all right. We'll see you back there, guys. A little bit of the stuff has come off, but yeah, it's going to take a bit of time. I think because it's dry, I don't think it's going to be too crazy. Some of those bigger piles will be a bit of fun, but maybe if we time it right, it can be a job for the kids in the next holidays.
Well, g'day guys. Today's the, I think it's the 8th of March, and we're at the development block, and this morning, me and Isaac, we've been unclogging the old cultivator, so got a fair old pile of vine, I think it's called vineweed, or, yeah. So it was jammed into that, so took us about a good hour of work to get that unclogged, and then I just raked it all up with the forklift, so that actually worked pretty well. But Isaac's over there, he's filling up the dump truck, and we're on the excavator and dump truck today, so continuing on with that. It's always endless piles over here. But yeah, Dad and Uncle Brad, they're on the dozers, just probably 3-4 k's as the crow flies from here, so we can hear them on the radio. Dad and Uncle Brad have been getting up early every morning, getting as many hours done. We have I think it's a category 2 cyclone just a few 100 k's away from us, so we're expecting to get probably 100 mil of rain or something like that in probably, yeah, a few days. So they're trying to get as much done as they can, and I thought it's Saturday today, so we'll just get a few more hours into the banks. So this is one of our dumping points. So it's probably 250, 300 meters long, but so it goes all the way down to the boundary there. But then we have another one that's over the hill there. It's a smaller waterway. It's probably, yeah, 200 meters. So yeah, I think it was last year the dozers dug out this waterway, and we had a heap of rock from way up there to here. It was like good 500 meters or something. Yeah. But so the plan is, since down here never got rock, only up there, so we're gonna lay it in the bottom of this waterway. Same with the other one, but you can tell which one's being picked with a rock picker or dug out with the rocky shelves. But there's a few more of these type of piles coming, so a few big rocks in there. Yeah, I'll show you where we're at on the excavator. There's one of the piles we're going to have to do today. It's a pretty large pile, and then, but at the moment we're just clearing a big rock. And then, yeah, it's like just heaps of rocky outcrops here, so it'll keep me busy. So yeah, we pretty much have a full-time job with the excavator, so it's good rock to lay in waterways and that, but it's not a whole lot of dirt in these ones, so that's good. Well, we finished one of the piles, so just over there, that's all finished. So just moved about 50 meters down the paddock, and we've got a pretty big pile here. Well, it's a few piles in one, but I think I'm just gonna sort of make a little section up here, and I'll sit up on top of it and get all around it. There we go, we got a good view up here. It's not actually as big as I thought it would be now that I'm up here, but I'll still get probably 2 loads into the dump truck, and then it'll be in one big pile once I'm finished with it. So yeah, I'll get down and that should work. Man, some pretty clean rock in this. Not much dirt. The rock picker does a good job of only getting rocks. I guess that's what it's made for.